I think the pressure's increasing on everyone. As soon as you get to the business end of the tournament, we've got 3 games left against 3 great sides. So the pressure's there on each and every individual, but also each and every team. Teams will be pushing for that last couple of spots in the final 4. Whether you're in there at the moment or you're pushing hard to be that side, I think the pressure's on everyone. I think the warm-up game there was quite a few of England's probably first choice 11 missing. Joe Root didn't play, Eoin didn't play, Archer didn't play, so I don't think you can say that. I think that we're going in with a lot of confidence, no doubt. We've been playing some really good cricket and building up to I think where our level is, to play really consistent international cricket on the big stage. And I think when you get into a situation where the crunch comes, it's going to be the team that holds their nerve. I think if you look at every team, you look down the list and you pick out 8 or 9 match winners in every team, and then you've got guys that are so integral to that part, and they make up the 11. So I look at our side and see a lot of match winners. I look at England, India, Pakistan, New Zealand, West Indies. Like everyone has match winners and guys who can, on their day, blow a game apart. So it's about the team that holds their nerve the longest and under the highest pressure that will succeed, no doubt. I think if you look at England's record over the last couple of years, I think I read something the other day that they haven't lost back-to-back ODIs in England for quite some time. So, and if you look at their trend, they tend to bounce back and go ultra aggressive as well. So we're ready for that. We're expecting them to come out ultra hard and take the game on, which has been one of their main traits over the last couple of years in particular. So we've focused more about what we're doing well and what we can improve in our game. But I think as you get further into the tournament, you've seen each team play a lot of games in different conditions, on different surfaces, against different opposition. So it just gives you a bit more of an idea of how you expect them to play based on your matchups. Yeah, I think that over the World Cup's history, I think Australia have had that great record of peaking at the right time of the tournament. And I think when you look back to the '99 World Cup, Australia were on wood for a lot of that tournament and played their best cricket under real pressure, and the senior players stood up when it was counted, and I think that's a great learning for everyone. And the fact that we've got 6 guys in our squad who were a part of the 2015 World Cup win is really valuable. We've also got Ricky Ponting with us, Brad Haddin with us as coaching staff who have won World Cups and multiple World Cups as well. So just to be able to share that experience of what you might feel when you walk out into the middle in a knockout game or a high pressure game, England and Australia at Lords, it doesn't get much bigger than that. It's going to be a great day, great spectacle, great to be a part of. So I think having that experience of guys who can almost share what you might be feeling, so you can almost be prepared for it before you're in that situation, I think is invaluable. No, we always knew how important the middle overs will be. I think if you look at all the stats down over the last couple of years of one-day cricket, teams that are really successful through their middle overs tend to win a lot more games, just based on they're going into the back half of the innings, especially the last 15 overs with 6, 7, 8 wickets in hand. It's hard to stop no matter who you're playing and no matter what your death bowling options are. So we always knew coming into it that their middle overs will be important, and especially Starkey and Pat, just by their aggressiveness with the ball and their wicket-taking ability. I think whatever the public do, you're not going to change it. Whether someone comes out and says do or don't, I think it's gonna happen regardless anyway. And it hasn't affected our boys one bit. I can honestly say that. If anything, it's given them a bit more motivation. It doesn't. As a player, you don't tend to hear a hell of a lot of stuff from the fans. You hear noise at times, but you don't hear specifics. So I'm sure that's the last thing from Steve or Davey's mind when they're walking out to bat. If a handful of people or a whole stadium are booing them, it doesn't make any difference to how hard they watch the ball or how hard they doubt themselves or anything like that. I think it's a bit of white noise, to be fair. Yeah, I think that's a great thing about domestic tournaments around the world now, is you get an opportunity to play with guys that you might have had perception on just from playing against them about how they played, what kind of bloke they are or something like that. So I think that's opened up everyone's eyes to 99% of people that you play with are good blokes, regardless of what tournament it is or who you're playing for. But it's pretty easy to flick back into international mode. No doubt, it's a game representing your country. There's a lot of pride on the line. There's a couple of points in a World Cup which is so tightly contested. So I think a bit like anyone who plays with Davey, they see a side of him when they play against him, then they see one when they play with him, and he's a great man. He's someone that obviously Johnny and him have had some run-ins on the ground too. So it's good to see that when you do get an opportunity to get to know somebody that you take that advantage.